Hi, I'm Eric McCauley, one of the review coordinators for ECTE. In this video, we're going to review some of the processes for the online review that ECTE does. We'll look at some of the background and approach that we take, as well as the review process for the days that we hold the online review. We'll talk about roles and responsibilities between the vet and the accreditation commission, and then what happens after the online review. So whenever we do these types of accreditation reviews, for me it's always nice to have an approach. Why are we doing the things we're doing, and to what effect? And for me, I always think of the Johari Window. This is basically a basic communications theory, and it helps alleviate some of the undue pressure that sometimes comes with these types of evaluations. It's a framework that helps us understand how we perceive ourselves as well as others. And it's divided into 4 quadrants: public, blind area, hidden or private, and unknown. So there are some things that are known by you as well as us. These are things that are on your website, the information that we see coming from you, and other people know this as well. There is information that we know as outsiders that maybe you don't see. Those could be blind spots. And then there is information about how your organization works internally that you know that others don't, or we don't know. And of course, there are unknown entities that are going around that you don't know about as well as us. What we're trying to do is broaden this shared understanding. And you have come to us and said, we'd like to know some of the blind spots. Are we doing what we say we're doing? And so you're asking us to do that. And also you are saying, we want to tell you more about us so that you understand through your self-evaluation report, as well as the interviews that we'll be doing. For me, this helps alleviate some of the pressure, because there are unknowns. And it's okay if we don't know it, and we need to help each other by asking and telling what we see. Now, the actual review process that is online will take over a course of 3 consecutive days normally. And what we do is, to alleviate Zoom fatigue, we have realized that it's better to have shorter days. And so we are asking our vet panel to be on for 4 hours, no longer than that. And so that means any interviews and meetings we have with you will be 3 hours a day. They will be 45-minute sessions with a 15-minute break. The first session will always be an introduction with the vet panel as well as the school leadership, so that we know who is on the other side of the Zoom or Teams. Then subsequent sessions will be group interviews, whether it be with your staff or faculty, students, or stakeholders, so that we are increasing that public quadrant. And the very last session, the vet panel will present the conclusions from the review to the school leadership. Now we ask that all of these sessions that are online, we won't be recording them, and we ask you not to record them either, because we are trying to discuss and trying to see, and so nothing firm or is fixed from these, and nothing would be gained from looking back on that in the future. So the vet has a very specific role. They are there to assess and to give 3 possible conclusions. One would be compliance, whether it be full or substantial. And you could possibly get commendations for that, or a recommendation. Partial compliance will always be followed by recommendations. And then non-compliance will be followed by requirements, things that you need to do in order to to continue on in the process. There are two different roles that are independent of each other. One is the visitation and evaluation team. And as I said, these are the three conclusions that we can present to you at the end of the review. And then there is the Accreditation Commission. They are responsible for making decisions on the accreditation, if one receives it or not. They can have a few different conclusions as well. One would be compliance to all the standards in which accreditation is granted. There could be partial compliance in one or more of the standards. So accreditation would be granted with recommendations. Improvements for these recommendations that are given, you have until your next annual progress report to work on them and then report on how they are now compliant. It's possible that there would be partial compliance in one or more of the standards. And so this actually will have requirements, and it actually stops the accreditation process. It won't go further until you have addressed those issues and proven with additional documentation that they are up to compliance. What happens after the review? As we said, there are 3 consecutive days normally that the online review will happen, in which you as an institution or organization and us as ECTE are working together during those times. After which, a review report will be drafted of all the conclusions and then the reasons that we wrote those conclusions, as well as documenting what the institution looks like. After the draft is done, it goes through a couple of internal cycles of proofing. One, each and every vet member will be able to look at it to see if it accurately represents what they remember of the review, as well as internally through some of the ECTE staff to look over formatting and making sure the wording is clear. After that, those cycles of proofing go, we actually send it to you as an organization so that you may be able to check for the accuracy of the things that are written in that report, in which you will send it back and we will clean it up. And then the next step is for that report to go to the Accreditation Commission. Now, before the Accreditation Commission can convene on your review, you need to pay the accreditation fees. Once they are paid in full, the report can go to the Accreditation Commission. They will make their decision and then inform the appropriate people. After that, the report and the findings of the review will be published on our website, as well as on the European database as well. So hopefully this will be a little informative for you, and we look forward to seeing you online in the future.